this first launch is a test, unless it works, in which case it's a launch. Okay, let's one last look at the staging. I think that's all okay, so let's just punch it and see what happens. So, boom, boom. Okay, and we'll knock it over a little bit. Lock that onto prograde. And try not to be too abusive, because this thing probably does want to flip over. And get the heading to be on 90 degrees. Come on, settle on the 90 you. There we go. Noticing I don't have the waterfall. I don't know what it is about. There is a ReStock. The Bobcat engine, sorry, not ReStock, but for the DLCs. The Bobcat's a DLC engine. There is a version, whoa, slow down, we are accelerating really quickly. There is a ReStock version that will take, pay attention, that will put on nice plumes on those DLC engines, and I always seem to just mess it up, and I don't know what it is. We're going up very, very steeply. That's not necessarily a bad thing. The heading is nice. It's just accelerated more. Oh, I never tweaked down the launch thrust to weight ratio. That's why. I usually do that, and I forgot to. So it was accelerating more quickly than I thought it would. That's okay. That's okay. But that's why we're going up so steeply. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, it is now going on to the orbital prograde vector. And at about 50 kilometers here, we'll do that fairing. We'll see how that goes. It could be entertaining. Right now I'm just keeping that time to apoapsis approximately constant. That will help get that periapsis up higher. Okay, let's try this. Whoa! I did not put that on clamshell. That's okay. That's okay. I usually like the clamshell deploy. I just, well, whatever. Didn't happen. Oh, this has so much fuel. This thing's so overbuilt. This thing is going to end up helping us get to the moon. I can already tell. That's not a bad thing. It's better that than the other way around. People are also talking, how much money do I have left? I have just under 500 or half a million Kerb bucks. So money's a little tight. I don't know, tight. Tight might not be the right word. It's not like we're going to be going interplanetary or anything, but this is a little bit expensive. Okay, we're in space. Nice. Yeah, way overbuilt. Oh well. But didn't have any wobbly issues, didn't have any flipping out issues. That's not so bad. Just getting ready to do this. It's gonna have to be a reasonable circularization. Still have a pretty negative periapsis there. Usually this burn for me is very small, but I came up too steeply. More. Slow down. Okay, probably lock it to prograde at this point. Oh! That worked out great. Okay, that's awesome. I'm actually happy with that. Pitch up a little bit. I wasn't expecting to have to stage, but actually I'm happy with how that turned out. Just pitching up to get that apoapsis ahead of me again. That's what I want. Okay. Back on prograde you go. Almost done. happy with that. All right. So, yeah, I was worried that we're going to end up bringing that thing with us, that big stage, and having it going to the moon. But it turned out that didn't end up happening. So, and there's tons of fuel in this for getting to the moon. All it's got to do is get to the moon and get in orbit. There's plenty of fuel for that. Yeah, let's plot a course. Let's turn off all the silliness and get out there. I haven't gone to the moon in a long time. This is great. Okay, and set the moon as a target. There it is. So what we're going to do, let's focus our view on the moon. I do have a relay, a whole set of relays around the moon, which is really nice. I don't have the same thing around Mimis, and they're still very nicely ordered, even though, like, where am I now? I'm on year 9, I guess year 10 of this campaign. But there are my relays that, here, put in the lines. There, look at it. That looks great. So I'll have a signal no matter where I am around the moon, pretty much. Close enough. So what I want to do is I want to put this station into a polar orbit around the moon. The idea is in that way it will be going over, as the moon rotates, over every biome that's on the moon. And so if I want to land in a particular biome or whatever, I can just do that. So we're going to get ahead here. Let's just move this in to be colliding with the moon. Yep. All right, just answered John's question in the before I managed to see it. So I'm just gonna really, to get a polar orbit, you just want to just smack dab the moon, and obviously we'll do a correction. This is not the way NASA would do it, because if all of a sudden you have a problem with an engine, you're gonna just, you're gonna get wrecked. But that's the way we're gonna do it. Okay, and then we'll do a correction partway there to put us in our polar orbit. I think that's all I need. I think that's it. So we're gonna lock that onto here. Do I want to add crew first? Nope. I'm gonna use my little runabout to add crew. So this thing's going up completely crewless, and then we're going to, that's why I have that runabout parked at Kerbal Station. That's our transport out there. So although this business is going to cost us a lot of funds, I can get the antenna there. The getting them out there shouldn't cost us a lot of funds. Speaking of Kerbal Station, oh my gosh, there it is. Look at that. Look how close we are to it. I got Jeb and Bill. They're right there. It's almost like they could just do a little scoot over, but not going to do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go for a... Well, I usually go for a 50-kilometer orbit. I like to leave it like a lot of room underneath so that it facilitates the rendezvousing really easily. Might go a little lower, maybe like 40, I don't know, 40, 50, something like that. I guess I got to make that decision soon. All right, getting close to our burn here. So this is going to be a 1 minute and 8 second burn. Honestly, that went up. Yeah, I was going to say it went up easier than I thought it would. But usually launches aren't that. There we go. We are off. A little time warping. Get this out of the way quick. I still need to build and send a lander. Yes, a lander will be on the way. No plan on the lander yet. What time is it in the stream? I think I might send a crew out there first and then give them a lander, but that way I can get some scientists going in the lab, doing some work, generating some science. Okay, let's pop out to the moon and watch it from this perspective. Okay, slowing down. get in real close here. Be a little bit. That's good. I like it. Okay. There we go. You know, one thing that's nice about the RTGs on here is I don't have to worry about orienting this for solar panels or any of that kind of stuff. I can just leave it the way it is. I like that. Okay, we're going to do a mid-course correction to help us clear the moon. I'm noticing I'm coming in a tad bit to the south of the moon's equator, so I should really kind of help that along and kind of go that way. I don't know. I got to decide on an altitude for this, don't I? Let's decide on an altitude. Let's go with 50 again. I always do 50. Why not? Why change? So I want to go for a 50 kilometer. I want this to be I can as close to polar as I can. There is some bit of no, I think I need to use radial at this point. Actually, what I should do before I do that, jack up the time and keep going until I get that polar down, that orbit down as far as I can. And that tells me there I'm in the right place, and now I can retweak this. A little less of a burn now. There, and I can see it needs to come. I'm not sure which way. Is it this way? Yeah, a little bit this way. Do my best to make that perpendicular. So I'm just using the radial a bit. Using my eyeballs. We'll tweak it better once we're in. There we go. I'm pretty good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So that burn, we might as well put it on the maneuver node right now. Oh, I'm glad my channel guides are helping you out there. Is it Ollie Jolly? No, I'm not planning on doing an elliptical orbit. This will be a lazy. It's going to be circular just to facilitate doing rendezvous and stuff, because I'm lazy. That's just what it's going to be. Oh, I should tweak down the thrust limiter on this. I'm noticing this is just a 2-second burn. So it's nice to get this up a little bit. There we go. That's better. So the burn's a little longer. That allows you to burn it with greater accuracy. I'm honestly not that concerned with science. I'm not convinced it'll generate me that much cash. Cash is a bigger deal than science right now. Alright, so I'm waiting to get to about 7 seconds to the burn, and I'll go to half throttle. So boom, there we go. Right click on that and just go until it says 50. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's get ourselves to the moon. Warp to here. Come on, give me the warp to here. Warp to there. Warp to here. Where are you, moon? Moon's coming at us from the sun there, isn't it? I think I'm blinded by the light. There's the moon there. Blinded by the light. Until we get the little Navball switchy. How far am I? Okay. So what is our inclination like? Let's look down. A 90.05. That is not terrible. Question is, can I make it better? Can I make it better? Now, if I burn a little this way, yeah. See, if I burn a positive normal, that does improve my inclination. So I'm going to actually just get rid of that, lock that onto the normal vector, dramatically turn down this thrust limiter. This is going to be a teeny tiny little burn. Yeah, I know the converting sign. I can't depend on the... Where's the moon? Oh, I don't like that the sun is... Okay, I'm just going to fix my inclination first. So, it's a little bit of a burn. 90.4. I'm looking at my inclination down here. 90.3. Hopefully we can get it right to 90. I think I should be able to. 90.1. 90.0. Wonderful. Okay. Alright, and periapsis is 50.0 something. That's fine. Okay, let's circularize here and we're going to call it. Whoops, that's a little much. You know, if you put it on, leave your apoapsis a little high, and then tweak the timing here so that the periapsis is right on your periapsis there. That tells you you're doing the burn right in the right spot. And now I'm going to a little bit more with this. Went a little too far. There we go. Okay, so that is a 4-minute burn because this is at a ridiculously low 17-second burn. I'm going to do an F5. I don't think I've quick saved yet, so probably a good time to start. Okay, hopefully we'll end up seeing the moon here at some point. Oh, there it is going. Woo! Right there. All right. Oh, there's a pretty shot. There's a pretty shot. And then I'm going to do something that I know is going to get some people mad at me. I'm going to throw all the fuel that I have left over away, but I'm going to explain that in a second. I'm not going to save it. But first, I'm going to do this burn. Four, 3, 2, 1, and go. Reduce the throttle here towards the end. I'm going for a 50 by 50 orbit. Hopefully it will look reasonably close to that. Good enough. Good enough, good enough, good enough. Okay, I'm going to take this. I want to orient it so it looks good. I'm going to orient it so this is pointing northwards. So to do that, stay on the north-south line, which is the north. It's the great circle that goes around along the north and the 180. And I'm just going to keep rolling this until I'm pointing straight up. And by the way, by the time I'm pointing straight up, I'm actually pointing at my latitude if I'm in a polar orbit. So I can tell my latitude is about negative 35 degrees here. But to me, that looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this thing down here at the bottom, which I know probably will get some people upset, but this is why. This is why. I have a contract. Let's get rid of these two. This one here, to collect 4% of... I only got 4% of 50% of the surface deployed seismic sensor science on the moon. So this was a long time ago. Is it here? Yes. One of these has a seismic sensor on it. And of course, I don't know which one it is. And what you got to do to get the seismic sensor to work is you got to crash something. And I'm pretty sure the closer you are to it and the higher the impact of this crash, the more science you're going to get. So what my plan is I'm going to detach this little guy, even though it still has quite a lot of fuel left in it, and I'm going to try and see if I can crash it Let's go see which one it is. Is it this one? Let's switch to that. Okay, good night, Russ Glish. You head to bed. Glad you could make it. I know it gets kind of late on the other side of the Atlantic, as it were. Oh, I'm not grabbing the ass. Okay, there's a good question there, but first let's take... There's the seismic sensor right there. So that, I want to crash somewhere near this. Okay, so let's go back to map view. Bring up the station. Don't need the relays. Bring up the station. Oh, it's not a station. No, okay, we'll have to rename it. It's probably a ship. It is. Okay. Switch to that. Let's switch that to a station. I'm being asked, if you get rid of the tug, how are you going to grab the asteroid? This thing is not going to be grabbing the asteroid. This is going to be receiving an asteroid. So I'll have to build a separate vehicle that will go out, get the asteroid, and bring it here. And I'm just keeping this as an attachment point. So this is now in its orbit for the rest of time. So our target, I'm pretty sure, is this guy. So we're going to set that as a target. And I'm going to time warp until that target is below us. Oh wait, I also want to, while I'm here, take time warp off. Control from here. Oh, that thing is upside down. Okay. Oh well. At least upside down by my brain. But what I want to do is rename this while I'm thinking about it. This is Mun Station, you're a station. Boom. There we go. Okay, now we're going to come to here and we're going to time warp until... Let's focus on the moon here. It doesn't do. Set that as a target. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe one more orbit around. I love the way it's doing that little job. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Let's detach. Now I'm a little worried. This thing does not have an antenna on it, but I'm hoping. And if this ends up being a futile hope, it's what it is. But I'm hoping. I'm still time warping. Undock. That this can pick up a relay. Looks like it can. Am I controlling this? It is. Yep. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. So let's lock this onto retrograde. Tuck this up here. There is 1926 meters per second of delta V. So my goal is just to drop it right on here. Okay, so... Oh, I've lost my... How did I lose my... I got too... Where'd I get too far away from? Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! I don't have a signal. Oh, man. Let's go back. Yeah, focus back on what you were on. There we go. Oh, man, why don't I not have a signal? Where are my relays? I had a signal a moment ago, but I guess these are too far away to get a signal. And I got maybe too far away from the station? But the station doesn't have a relay on it. Ah, poop. So much for that idea. Oh, power! 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 Thank you, John. Okay, so I did not put any electricity on this thing. It ate up its 15 units of electricity. We're going to have to send some Kerbals out here. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So this thing ran out of power because I did not put any electricities on it because I wasn't thinking ahead. What else is new? But what we're going to do, it's not a lost cause because we're going to be bringing some Kerbals along this way. I even think I have some extra batteries on Kerbal Station. I'm pretty sure. And if I don't, we'll swipe them. So what we're going to do, we're going to go, is this sunrise? It looks like sunrise. It certainly does. So we're going to go in the spaceplane hangar. Does the engine make power when used? Ooh, that's a good question. Because I do have limited, oh no, but without Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. That's a very good observation that Ahmed just made. I might still be able to recover this. It was a Poodle engine. Does the it generates electricity. And I might be able... Oh. I'm going to try. Here. Let's, it's this one. Mun Station ship. Fly. I might be able to fire up the the engine and generate the electricity that I need. Because I do have limited probe control turned on. I think. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh my gosh. That's what I want. Okay. Orbit. Okay. If I fire the engine up, I don't have anything. No. I can't do anything. I'm pushing buttons and nothing's happening. So Kerbals are coming here. Okay, let's go back to the station though, just really quickly, because this is now station ship, which is stupid. So we're renaming you Kerbal Station, and you are a station. Silly thing. Oh, but it won't let me rename this because I don't have power, right? Oh, it will. This is debris. Debris. Okay. One more try. Yeah, if I throttle up or I hit Z, I don't get anything. So that's that. Okay, back to the Space Center.